season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on last year's national champion, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards. Season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on last year's national champion, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff to get this game underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time he dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism in his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen in the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Great place to start for this offense. Taylor has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
He wants to change this route. They've been running it, but now the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They're working that left side. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. The offense changing the play. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And They don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Now improvising. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Sun Devils will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. The give to the back.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Butler. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Thomas. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. The throw to the outside is complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Second down coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Butler. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And that is no good. So after the missed kick, it's still 3-0.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They go to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Hit as he throws. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot. Getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. He wants to throw it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Snap it to the back. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Here's the pressure. And this one will be ruled incomplete. Made the catch, but just couldn't stay in bounds.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Taylor. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Tide!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. And everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Going right to work up top. The screen, he's got wheels. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
He's got his man, makes the grab. How about those sweet twinkle toes like moves as he gets to the 38? We got a timeout here late. first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He's got the tight end. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Rushes on him. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going for the big play. Pulls it in down the sideline. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. That is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. to the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Gives it on the option. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Extending the play. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Under fire. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He might want another play. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pulls it in. He's going for the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. With the catch, it's Butler. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Sun Devils in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get down a little faster.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man,